We're in Orlando, Florida for the inaugural ICC Futures, a premier U14 tournament that brings the best of Europe and the United States together to compete in a completely professional environment. 8 European academies, 8 MLS academies, and 8 state all-star teams are here over the course of 7 days for a chance to showcase their skills and become ICC Futures Champion.
So far, we've seen unsurprising success from several European teams, but a few have struggled as well. The MLS academies have also looked strong, and we've even been pleasantly surprised by the competitiveness of the state all-star teams.
So we're now in the knockout rounds of the tournament. The first game we're watching actually features one of the state all-star teams, Arizona. Going into this tournament, a lot of people didn't give the state all-star teams a chance, and Arizona just scored. Here they are, it's 1-1 now against Red Bulls. It just shows the type of quality that is out there in these state teams.
We've proven so far this week that these kids can play.
As a team, especially from an all-star team, it's very different to get a group of players and play up.
We only trained together for about a week or two, maybe four times, and so it's all very new to us. I do think we did very well considering we're playing against teams that have trained together for months.
ICC Futures is not your typical youth tournament. The level of professionalism here makes it easy to forget that these kids are only 13 and 14 years old.
I go to school just like a normal kid, but the thing is I don't have a lot of time to hang out with friends because it's 4 practices a week. My first club, I was Washington Rush. Found my position, he helped me develop a lot, and then the Seattle Sounders scouted me, and then I went to try out with them. They had talent days and everything, and I got called into Sounders Discovery Program. We trained there 2 times a week, and then once you get to the age U15, then they make a full-time academy.
These kids in academy programs they are training as professionals. I think in terms of the learning process, the type of coaching and the education that they have around the area, the surrounding is much more professional. The way it's handled in Europe, these kids in academy programs, they're already looking to become professionals. They live in that environment.
I've taken my schooling out now. Next season I will be living at Chelsea, have my schooling there, and then I'll train for the majority of the day and then see my parents on the weekends.
But while some players live like professionals day in, day out, some of the kids on the state all-star teams can't even find a club.
I played for LAFC for my U12 and U14 season, so the past 2 seasons. This last season I actually got cut, and so that inspired me to push harder and show them that maybe they're wrong. I thought this tournament was really great for different kids around different areas to get different exposure if they're not in an MLS club.
One reoccurring issue that U.S. soccer has faced is representation. At the 2017 U17 World Cup, the team consisted of only 1 player from west of Texas and none from the soccer hotbed of Southern California.
We see that a lot in LA, tons of quality players, but because they don't have the funding or they have the money, they can't afford to join one of the better clubs. Our kids can't afford to be in an academy program because of the cost. The distance or getting to a training site. We had the issue within our group, some of the parents couldn't afford to bring the kids to the training site or even to the airport.
It does take a lot of time away from one's day, right? So you drive them to practice, every single day in, day out, and then there's games, and then there's traveling. It takes a lot.
But for the lucky few who are able to play in academies, it's a huge challenge to continue their development and try to turn their promising abilities into a professional career.
Being an academy player takes a lot of sacrifices. A lot of stuff goes on that I can't go to because I have practice and games in the weekend.
I think it's worth the sacrifice. At the end of the day, football is the main thing. There are a few sacrifices, but it's all worth it.
What we've seen here at ICC Futures is that the level of professionalism off the field has consistently been matched by the quality of play on it. And now we're headed to the semi-final match between Chelsea and Celtic.
This game is going to penalties. Another amazingly entertaining game in the knockouts, this time a semi-final. Celtic and Chelsea went to penalties. It was unreal to watch. Now we have our final set. It's Chelsea versus Bayern Munich, and I expect it to be just as entertaining as these last few games.
On the way to this final, the US was also well represented by New York Red Bulls, who narrowly lost to Bayern Munich in the semi-finals. And now, it's on to the final.
Bayern Munich opened up the scoring. Amazing attack down the left side. That was some serious talent, man.
an exciting one. Chelsea get one right back off a sick header, and game on. Minutes in, Bayern take the lead again on another amazing goal. Bayern go up 3-1, 14 minutes to play, and of course Chelsea could come back, but I think this Bayern team has probably locked it up now because they've been playing really well. And like that, Bayern Munich became the champions of the inaugural ICC Futures Tournament. So Bayern Munich came out champions, but ICC Futures isn't just about the winner. From players without clubs competing to get recognized, to those penned as the next European superstars, this tournament gave an opportunity for players of any background to compete at the highest level. And this is just the beginning. Next year, ICC Futures will expand to more teams from around the world, opening more doors for the players that will make up the future of the game.